Test 1, 2. Before we go live, everybody, let me know if you can hear us. Before we go live, let me know if you can hear us. We're not on yet. We're waiting. We're waiting for you to give us the okay. Don't open that. I can't believe you opened that.
This is Beach Talk Radio.
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. America, and all ships at sea. This is your captain speaking, Mean Gene. Mean Gene. The following will be a test of the ship's whistle, the sonar alarm, the cable alarm, and the atomic attack alarm.
Live from Peach Time Out in the heart of Times Square. You're listening to Beach Talk Radio with Kim and Ed Ryan.
And a good evening, everybody, and welcome to Buckets. Can we get a big round of applause for everybody here at Buckets? All right, we are broadcasting live from Buckets, and we are here for a fundraiser for the Whale. And we have a great show lined up for you tonight. We have special guests. We have money giveaways. We have our own giveaway. Are you going to participate?
You're switching mics on me.
No,
that's
you
why.
sat in the third chair. That's why you have the third mic.
Right.
You see, that's why I wrote number 3 on your microphone.
You do not have good math skills. Do not start with me right now.
All righty, right off the gate.
Why do you have this background music going?
All right, we'll cut down.
It's way too cheesy. It's
That's
way too cheesy.
But that's not like our signature music.
It's way too cheesy. Thank you. You will win this bet. You will win. You will win this bet. Yeah.
So we are live at Buckets for our happy hour show. And we know how you guys like to drink, but I haven't seen anybody post up there what they're drinking like they usually do. Last week, there was a bunch of drunks watching the show. What the hell happened to them all? They all sobered up.
Chocolate martini person, because they
The
were
what?
rocking that out.
Chocolate martini.
Chocolate martinis, yeah.
All right. The first thing that we're going to do today is we're going to talk to the folks from the Community Foundation. And I believe we have Nancy and Kelly are here. But they're jibber jabbering over there, so we want them to come over and come on down. We have 4 mics.
Oh my goodness!
We have
There
4
we go.
mics and 3 chairs.
Well, I don't know if I can share the space with Miss Today.
We need another chair.
Show.
Can anybody spare a chair?
Miss Today should no, you sit down.
We need one more
You sit
chair. All righty. So we are about ready to turn over some more money now. For anybody that doesn't know, we have been. Dear, you're completely out of the picture. Stand in the back. You're out of the picture, though. You got to stand in the back. You're out of the picture.
I
Move it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Totally unprofessional operation that we're running here. Such a Mickey Mouse thing we got going on here. Oh, that's perfect. Very good, Marie. You're a good producer. Thank you. Marie is the one that's taking care of all of our shirts, everybody. So if you need a shirt, just call Marie. What's your phone number? I'll put it out over the World Wide Web.
No phone number.
Lime.
So
wait a second. What is Limon and Diet Coke? Limon. What is Limon and Diet Coke?
I
that
would
some
guess
kind of
it's a vodka.
rum?
Maybe a rum.
Why would you put vodka with Diet Coke?
I know, probably not.
Vodka and Diet Coke? I don't think I've ever heard of that before.
Not what I want.
Somebody saying hello to Marie. Rhonda DeFries is saying hello to Marie.
Marie is very popular.
I'm very
tonight.
disappointed in our audience, dear. They're not posting their drinks. All right, see, Captain and Coke from Royal Light, West Virginia, or with Diet Bacardi and Limon. What is Limon? You say it Limon or lime?
Knows.
Maybe. Oh, what is Limon? Oh, it's Bacardi. I see. They didn't put Bacardi in there. I just thought it was a fruit. A lot of vino. All right, well, never mind. We're just participating with our audience from all over the country. So we
this
have
one from the Today Show.
Who was on the Today Show? I don't watch TV.
She was on the Today. Oh my goodness!
I did not know
She
this.
rocked it out.
I didn't watch the Today Show. Well, I wasn't invited, so I blacked it out of my mind completely.
You're so petty.
Yeah. I mean, well, so
Hey, I mentioned
So
you and
petty.
they edited it out.
you did mention
I
us?
did mention you.
Oh,
I
NBC's a
mentioned-
bunch of horses' asses. How dare they
I
cut us
did,
out?
and even on the local Channel 2, I said Beach Talk
And they cut
Radio,
us out
and
too?
they edited it out.
Oh,
They
they
sure
don't
did.
like competition.
But
They
I
know we got
tried.
big ass numbers
tried.
now. Yeah, thank you so much. So, did you guys want to say something? I don't want to interrupt because, all right. The Community Foundation is a wonderful organization that does many great things for the Fort Myers Beach community. And right now they're involved with the money giveaway with the Women's Club. And I understand that any day now we could be opening the portal up again where people can apply for money. The portal was closed because we wanted to make sure there was enough funding in there. So what we're going to do now is my lovely bride.
So I have to apologize because he handed this to me.
And she opened it.
And I started.
Look what it says on the envelope. Look what it
I'm
says
so
on the
sorry.
envelope.
I thought
That doesn't
he was
say
like,
Kim.
"Here, this is for you." So it's a little opened, but
Thank you.
I know nobody's paid
and I
attention.
love your dress.
It's the right color.
It is the right color. It looks like something from like local
We need
color.
a drum
I
roll.
mean, it's really
I
yes,
think it
yeah,
is.
yeah.
Nancy
yeah.
Bouchard is
It
opening
is.
the envelope, ladies and gentlemen, watching across the country. And there is a check,
Oh,
$30,000.
$30,000. Thank you for the applause in the
You're
background.
welcome.
That brings our total to $135,000. Not
I
our
would not
total.
trust his math skills,
Please,
but it's close.
please. I
Oh
used
my
a calculator
God,
for
that's
that. 135,000.
It's really awesome.
Yes. At least 150 coming your way. And people, if you keep donating the money to our Venmo and PayPal account, we will keep turning it over to the organization. And the way it works is if you get on the portal on the Women's Club or the Community Foundation website, you put your information in and you're verified that you live in the 33931 zip code, you're going to get $500. The system works fine now. It's flowing. The
it's
money is
fantastic.
flowing.
Yeah.
The money is flowing out. People are
Can
spending it.
Nancy say something?
I know.
You just, my
She was so
good
tough.
Lord.
Hey, She was so talkative last week, and now she's so quiet.
Get yourself in there for a minute.
Did you wake up?
Good
Did you wake up?
gracious.
Did you wake up today and say you're just gonna beat my ass in all
I'm
afternoon
gonna
long?
go
I
over
mean,
there and
come
beat it.
on.
All right, go ahead. So what would you like to say, Nancy?
The one thing I
Good
do want to
gracious.
make sure people understand this initiative is for the residents, whereas many initiatives are for the employees. So, and it's a nonprofit. So you're donating. The money is the way we've done it is the foundation is here. The foundation is collecting the money for this, and the women's club are doing the applications. So if you want to apply, go to the women's club. If you want to donate, come to our side. But it doesn't matter. Both sides have the buttons.
Right.
But
And
it's for the
Everybody's
residents.
working
That's a free
together.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh my! And that's from the very beginning.
we
It was awesome.
we would prefer that you donated the money to us, because then I get to say how much the total is, and it makes it sound like we're a big deal, even though we're not. We're a piddly little podcast, but we like to turn over checks like that because
Yes,
it
and I
feels
like to
it
be
feels
here and
cool.
laugh and have a
I
good
like
time.
to deposit these
Yeah,
on
Yes,
Monday.
she's
yes.
a depositor.
Now,
But
how
we're about to do the next 100,000, which is 300,000.
No, we did. We did
did-
today.
We did
We
it
did
today.
today. We sent out-
300,000 to the residents,
Yes.
and we have
Nice.
more coming.
So there were another
So the
200,
applications are coming
200
out.
cards went out today.
I,
So
I
we've
actually
done.
worked today,
600.
so I didn't know this.
Yes,
Yeah.
so
I
you-
did. I
you-
hope the
you-
practice is
yes,
open.
Yeah,
I worked in
so how
Bonita.
many people did you have roll in to get their pegs worked on?
Oh yeah.
Their teeth work done. We got about 10 cleanings in, and it went really, really well.
Now
I'm
you
Bonita,
can't just
so it's
assume
really good.
everybody knows what's going on, dearie.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
should know that
She's
by
a
now.
dentist.
I'm a
Nancy Bouchard, for those of you that are watching all across the country and in any country that you're in, like Australia or the United Kingdom, that's the UK, dear.
Oh, thank you.
Nancy Bouchard is the world famous dentist on Fort Myers Beach, whose fabulous palace was taken away by Hurricane Ian, and now she has a temporary location
I do.
where you cleaned.
We did
Now-
some cleanings today, delivered up some Invisalign trays, and
Oh,
then
I
we're gonna
love
get
I
going.
Any
love
crowns?
Invisalign.
You love
I love
Invisalign.
Invisalign.
Did
I
you
would
Yes.
really like to just clean your teeth there.
Yes.
Did
Ed.
he ever get his teeth cleaned?
No,
Oh,
of course not.
Why ruin a good thing? Hey, I have a question for you.
I have
You
an
say you
answer.
did 10 cleanings on Friday. What was like the most disgusting thing you cleaned out of somebody's like choppers? What did they have in,
in my
there?
lifetime.
No, on Friday. Like
Today,
tell-
nothing.
nothing
Everybody,
there, nothing too bad.
People are trying to get their teeth cleaned through this. They're
Yeah.
dedicated.
So do people clean their teeth like they're scrubbing and scrubbing before they come to the dentist because they don't want to find some kind of object in their mouth and then you make a mockery of them? Like,
I do.
what is okay? So
I
let's
do.
in all your history.
Yeah.
How long have you been a dentist for, Nancy?
20 years.
20 years. That's 2 decades, dear. And so,
Prior
what
to
is
that,
the
I was
weird?
a- prior to that, I was a hygienist, so I've been in mouths a long
I
time.
see.
Yes,
I see.
seen a lot of teeth.
Okay. So, what is the most bizarre thing you found in somebody's mouth? Go
I
ahead.
don't think you really want to know.
I do want. Doesn't everybody want to know that? Everybody wants to know. Say it.
Is it okay if it's gross?
Especially if it's
Yeah, especially
gross.
if
It's
gross.
perfect if it's gross.
So, but it's gross. Patient came in. She said, she has a denture and whatever. She goes, "My denture feels yucky," and he's like, "Okay, so take it out." She goes, "Well, I never take it out." So they take it out, and there are maggots in there.
Oh, that was too
Oh, you
far.
went too far.
You went too far with that. I can't drink anymore
You went
tonight
far.
after that.
So
Wow.
the moral of the story is, if you're wearing dentures, please take them out every night. Clean
Is-
things up.
So, Susie,
Wow.
what have
Change
you
the
found in
subject.
Didn't
somebody's
see that one
hair?
coming.
I'll have to say it was the same thing.
No way.
Yes,
No way.
absolutely.
How do you get maggots in your mouth
I
and
don't
not
know,
know it?
but I had a shrimper come in one time, and it was pretty
Hmm.
scary. Pretty scary.
Don't you think when you feel something kind of jumbling around in your mouth, you think something doesn't feel right? I mean, out
Then
of
you
place
go to the
here.
dentist,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the dentist takes it out.
Interesting.
Jeez, the worst thing I had in
Wow.
my hair was a bee. And
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
you,
that was right. I was with
yes,
you.
Yes. And you slammed it right out of the back of my ponytail.
I see. All righty. So I don't even know what to say now. It's just you really. It was
Good
quite
luck.
bizarre.
Well, I got a good reaction.
So when do you guys anticipate the portal opening again?
Hopefully next week.
Yeah, it
Okay.
will be next week. We're having a meeting on
Sweet.
Tuesday to get excited about everything we've already done. And
Now, every once in a
ready to
while, we
go.
get a call from somebody that says they couldn't figure it out, or something went wrong, or their phone number, or maybe their birth date was entered wrong. Is there a number to call, or what should they do?
I think they have that all straightened out. now.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Give it out. Do you
No, there is
guys
no
have
number.
the number?
No, because
At this
these
point.
cards are all going out electronically.
Sweet.
So it should come with the directions on how to get on there and activate that and everything.
And there is
So,
a number when they get
yeah.
the money.
How cool
It's
is
all
this?
good.
How cool is this? All these people that come out to support the restaurants and the businesses on Fort Myers Beach. And I mean, you can see the crowd. It's not even inside. Inside, it's packed. People are overflowing into the parking lot, and it's all to raise money for the employees of the Whale tonight. Every single night they have some kind of
They've
fundraiser.
done a marvelous
amazing.
job.
And we're going to have
Marvelous
Zach
job.
on to talk
I
about
mean,
why.
it's so busy down here. We're having to park
Yeah.
on the sidewalk, park on the grass. So please come on down. There's plenty of room. We'll find you a place to park. Come
Yeah.
out and support the beach.
And the other thing is, it's like this place is in like a residential neighborhood. It's like you never thought it was back
Yeah.
here. I've never been here before, but it's super cool. It's like a little neighborhood pub. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming on.
Thank
next
you.
next
Thank
week we'll have more money for you. Don't know what the dollar amount is, but be
Thank
big.
you, Ed.
Be big. It won't be a $500 little dinky check. Be big. So as long as you guys keep giving the money, we're going to keep giving it over like this.
You
So,
call us, we'll come and get it.
all righty.
Exactly.
Nancy
Thank
and
you.
Kelly, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Susie.
Community,
and Nancy.
Susie. What did I say? Nancy and Susie, thank you. The Community Foundation. Go on the Community Foundation website. You can see everything they do for the community. It's fabuloso. And we're going to be here until 7 o'clock. Let's see what else everyone's drinking,
7
dear.
o'clock?
Yeah, 6 to 7. It's a 1 hour show. Sometimes it's an hour and a half show. All right, everybody. While we're waiting for Zach to come on, Marie, you're the showrunner. You got to get
I
Zach.
have a friend.
Zach is the manager of Buckets. And then we're going to have Dan is coming on. And then tomorrow we're going to be broadcasting live from Nervous Nellies in the muck of it all. And we've got a full lineup of guests tomorrow. We've got a family, a husband and wife that rode the storm out on the beach. And they're going to come in with their dog. And they're going to come and tell us what happened tomorrow. So you're going to want to tune in for that. Let's see. Okay. You guys list on there. Beer in Michigan. What kind of beer, Sharon? Philly steak is. Oh, you guys are watching the World Series coming up. Good for you. Met fan here. The Phillies are in the World Series.
Yes.
Tangeray for Cheryl Kinzinger. I wish you guys would write on there where you're from. I love seeing where everybody's from. That's a cool thing. Many glasses of, what is that word, dear? Peosecco. Is that a wine? Hello?
What?
She's not even paying attention
No,
to me.
I'm-
She's looking at the crowd. Ocean vodka. What is Peoesco? Is that some kind of wine? Oh, forget about
I've
you.
never heard of it.
Vodka and diet. Diet what, Hannah? You leave me hanging. Michelob Ultra in Kentucky. That's the perfect way to put it. Michelob Ultra in Kentucky. Prosecco. Is that a
Are you
wine?
going to mess that up?
Prosecco?
You got it right.
Yeah.
But I can't believe after your debacle with the
Patron?
patron. Yeah.
Yeah, one
With the
time our
tequila.
friends said, go to the store and get this, what is it, tequila. It's
Right.
Patron. And so I went into the store and I said, can I get a bottle of Patron? And the guy looked at me like, Patron? What the frick is Patron?
Yeah. It's not good.
I don't think that's
It's
how
not
you say
good.
it. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Zach from Buckets. How about a big hand for Zach? Zach gets a
He's
double
so great,
microphoner.
He's getting 2 microphones.
Oh, he grabbed number 4.
Work.
All right, you're good to go.
Good.
Zach,
All right.
how are you, man?
Good. How are you guys?
Good. Zach, so first of all, tell everybody what your role is here.
Excuse me.
What are you the owner or the manager?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. My name is Zach Walter. I'm the owner here at Buckets,
Oh,
along
okay.
with my wife Ainsley.
How long have you owned?
So we bought it in September of 2014. So we're just crossing over 8 into 9 years.
Wow.
Gotcha. And you decided at some point that you were going to do a fundraiser for like every single establishment on Fort Myers Beach, right?
Yeah. So basically, after six days of without power, we were lucky enough to open. And as it is with any kind of hurricane, we experienced the same thing with Irma. We were jamming. We were doing pretty well. And with Irma, that lasted about 3 days and things got back to normal, but things weren't getting back to normal for us at all. We knew we're still going to be very busy. And we just realized that a big reason for that was there's 122 restaurants on the beach and islands that aren't going to be open now or anytime soon. And that didn't sit well with us as far as something to go basically profit off of. So we tried to think of a way to help. And my wife, she kind of came out of the shower one day and just came up with this idea. What if we gave 10% each day to one restaurant directly to their staff, not running it through a foundation? Let's just get these people money fast without any red tape. And the responses, to be saying lightly, is overwhelming.
Yeah.
I had to park over here on your grass. I apologize.
That's
but
not normal, but
yeah, don't. So that is.
I think we're resodding in July.
Which is
it's
okay
a good
thing.
problem to have, right?
Yeah.
So 122 establishments. How'd you come up with that number? Does that include Fort Myers Beach and Sanibel?
Yeah, basically Fort Myers Beach, Sanibel Island, Pine Island, and even though Captiva wasn't hurt as much, there are some restaurants there that aren't able to open too. So they're as eligible as as an informal kind of thing we're doing. Those restaurants we're willing to help.
So 10% of all the
Sales.
10% of all. So
I
basically from open to close. So from 11 a.m.
Oh, I see.
till we're done.
Nice.
If you come in that day, your 10% of your check's going to go to that restaurant.
And how late are you open till?
So tonight, being Friday night, we stay up to 11.
Yeah.
Usually
You
it's
might
10
have
o'clock.
to stay open later because
might be able
these
to-
folks look like they are here for the distance.
I've learned something about people from the beach. They know how to have a good time.
Yeah, it's something over here doesn't smell right to me. Something smells a little different that I'm not used to. I'm not allowed to say that.
Nah, I just think you're
It's a
weird.
cigar. I think it's a
It's a
cigar.
cigar.
We'll go with
Yeah.
that. That works.
Yeah. So, what has been the biggest night so far? Like the biggest restaurant turnout so far?
That's something. Not that we're keeping numbers secret, but what I don't. But seriously, what I don't want this to turn into is a competition.
Right,
And I don't want any restaurant to think that what they did was less than.
I
Right.
see.
But here's what I'll tell you: we've done 16 of these, and we've
16?
and through so far, and we've got we're booked through November 24th, I believe, so far. So we've done 16 of these, and if you count what we've donated ourselves, not to mention the silent auctions and everything else they've done, we're up to $60,000 so far.
Nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Wow.
So, all right.
Yes,
Good job.
Exactly.
Can you guys hear okay over there? You hear okay?
They can hear
All right.
fine.
All right. Let them answer. Right?
You look like a Teletubby with those things on your head.
I wasn't going to say it, but
I got to be able to hear the show. I got to be able to hear my voice, dear. So tonight is for the whale.
correct.
How's it going so far?
So far, I mean, all you do is look around. Yeah, it's going great. I mean, the amount of support that these restaurants have on the beach and on the islands is incredible, and it just shows night in and night out.
Now, who do you have coming up, like in the
so
next coming weeks?
We have restaurants, Sip's Place, Bert's. I'm Matt Lachey.
They got
Yeah.
crushed, Matt Lachey.
The Doghouse. So
Yeah.
it really, I mean, obviously we're kindred spirits with some of the bars and restaurants, but we go all the way down from the candy shops and the hot dog stand through the bars and then into the fine dining places too. So it's that's everybody.
Now, Zach, how long have you lived here in Southwest Florida?
I've lived I came here to buy the restaurant, so I've lived here for about 8 years.
And from where?
Long story, but basically, I grew up in San Diego in high school, and then previously I was in San Jose, California for 16 years.
Gotcha. And and this is, you said 8 years you've been open here.
Eight
Yeah.
years ago.
What brought you here from California?
So my wife.
Taxes?
No, well, that's not the reason, but I'm not complaining. Especially going from California to Florida because it's night and day. But it's a really long story. But basically, my wife's parents, my wife and I worked in minor league baseball. That's what I was doing for 16 years.
For where?
In
Minor league
baseball.
Minor league baseball.
It's San Jose for the Giants Farm Club. We both worked there. I was kind of done with working in professional sports. She wanted to get closer to her family. Her parents snowbirded down to Fort Myers, which is that's between Oregon and here.
Yeah.
And we would always come down to Fort Myers because it was a cheap way to go to the beach.
Yeah.
And Buckett's was the place we'd go to watch football. on those times. So
Really?
yeah, for about 2 or 3 years, we said, boy, it'd be great to own a place like Buckets. We just say that every time, boy, it'd be great to own a place like Buckets.
Did you say it in front of the owner of
No,
Buckets at the
no,
time?
That's an interesting story. I don't know if you want to get into that one, but
We got time.
okay.
There's no hard out
fine.
on
I'll
this.
tell the story because it's kind of funny. So, like I just was saying, for about 2 years, it was like, boy, it'd be great to have light buckets. And my father-in-law, who's a lot more experienced in kind of owning businesses and things, he said, hey, we didn't know the owners at all. We just said, hey, let's write a letter. Let's write a letter, see what happens, And we did. And then a year goes by, we start saying, hey, boy, why don't we change the date of the letter, send it out again. Same time, my in-laws were about to rent their house long-term. They're going to stay in Oregon. And a couple is coming through to look at their house. And they get to talking, and they're from Bend, Oregon, which is the same town in Oregon that my in-laws are from. Well, that's odd. Why are you in Fort Myers buying a house? Oh, we just bought a business on South Point. There's only one business to buy on South Point, and that's Buckets. So while the same restaurant we were trying to buy, another couple from the same small town that my in-laws are from bought the restaurant.
Wow.
So we called the owners and said, hey, no hard feelings. Just can you let us know what the deal was? Why you didn't, call us up. And they said, I apologize. When we knew it was time to sell, we looked up and down for that letter, couldn't find it. So we sold to these people, but keep your ear out. I don't have a good feeling that these guys know what they're doing, and you might be able to get it down the line. 18 months later, we started hearing a lot of talk, hey, Buckets isn't doing so well. I don't think these people know what they're doing.
Wow.
So we just called, said, hey, understand it's not working. Do you want your money back? And they said yes, and here we are.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
Really, I get meant to be, but
awesome. Well, thank you so much for inviting us down.
absolutely.
And
Thanks for coming, and thanks for the work you guys do. I know it's appreciated by the enthusiasm for having you guys here was off the charts, and everyone really appreciates what you guys do.
I think you're just saying that, but thank you. It makes her feel good when you say stuff like that.
For us on this side of the beach, we didn't know what's going on down there, and I don't want to go down there and be in the way, but it's going to be have a place to go where you're getting the truth. So
thank you for
so
everything
much.
you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we appreciate the partnership, and we hope to come back.
Yeah, but anytime you want to come down here, we're here.
How about a big hand for Zach, everybody, from Buckets?
All right, thank you, guys.
This guy's making things happen right here. All right. Very nice. That's a crazy story, huh? What? And now we're going to have the owners of the Whale come down because they are the reason that everybody is here tonight. Where's your lovely bride?
Oh, she's actually selling T-shirts right now.
Come on, man. Can't just have you
get
on.
her over
Jeez,
here.
Come on.
Marie,
So
Can you see if
get
Dawn-
her over here.
Dawn is
She's
selling the
done,
T-shirts. Well, Marie's
Yeah, my
helping us
lovely wife
out
come
here.
over.
Yeah. So how about this turnout for you?
Unbelievable. A lot of people love the Whale. They also love this place. And, I'm just excited that these guys are offering these type of things in order for the, all the proceeds and stuff, even the shirts that we're selling and everything else is all going back to the employees.
Nice. Very nice. And you got all kinds of different T-shirts that you're selling over there.
Yes.
Regular shirts, tank tops, and your wife is back there.
Here,
You got
sit inside.
some.
Go ahead.
Sit on the inside. Come on to the inside.
There we go.
People are saying how much they love the Whale from
Yes.
wherever they're watching. So
And you just recently named all of your characters. So
We did.
remind
yeah.
us of that.
All right. So the whale is Blue, and our little bird is Buzz, and the manatee is Sandy Bottoms.
Sandy Bottoms.
and they're all on the shirts.
Yeah, they are all on the shirt.
How many
It is-
shirts have you sold so far?
Oh my. Yeah, it's
A
a
ton.
lot.
There's not going to be any left tonight.
What about
No.
the cups? You got cups. What else do you have? Share
We
with
have
us. What else?
cups and koozies and I'm trying to think, T-shirts. We have a couple of beach bags. We have like whatever we had left
Right.
here. It's here. So, and we've sold out a ton. But I'm wearing the new shirt. We actually had this printed.
I like the V-neck.
I do have to say, we also have an Ohio State Buckeyes shirt.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
There's a lot of Ohio State
Yeah.
Buckeyes fans.
So today there's some video out of you guys actually demolishing what was left of the building.
Yeah, part of it, I got a video of part of it being destroyed. I think my wife got part of it as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I mean, there's nothing you could do. You couldn't rebuild from what you had there. So
No.
you got the space. You got it knocked down. What's the plan, man?
Well, right now what we're looking at is once the building's down and the lot is cleared, I've already contracted with an engineer. He's in the process of designing a new building. It's going to be a total of 3 floors. One's going to be, obviously the main level. We're actually we may end up putting the kitchen on the 2nd floor. So if a storm ever comes again, knock on wood, wherever it might be,
We're not doing this again.
Right.
And then we're also going to go to a 3rd floor, which will be like a sky lounge. And with that, it'll be all open top, more of like the your backyard casual seating. More than maybe food, more than likely not, but more cocktails and mixed drinks type thing.
So what'll be on the bottom? Then will you just have
It'll be
some
food
tables?
and
Okay.
another bar, food. Like it was originally.
But the actual meal will be made up above and
Right,
brought down.
We'll
right.
have
Yeah, you gotta have
dumplings.
all your
Yeah,
equipment upstairs. Yeah.
We're looking
So
at that.
how long? Any idea how long that is going to be?
I've spoken to
6 months.
We would
Well-
love that.
well, it's going to be sooner than that because within 30 days I plan on
Wow.
having a food truck on the lot.
Nice.
And
So with the food truck, are you allowed to serve alcohol because you have a license?
I'm going to find out, and I'm going
Yes.
to be.
The answer is going to be yes.
We're doing that.
Well,
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
doing
I'm going to
it.
ask forgiveness.
Yeah, the answer is going to be yes. The council is trying to make sure that the restaurants
Me knowing this.
can operate the way they were operating when they have a food truck.
Yeah.
So I know they're working toward that.
Yeah, we want to bring that back. I want to get TVs out there. We're going to do some of the couple TVs we recovered from the whale on the
No
second
way.
floor. Yeah.
Really?
I climbed up the stairs, and Greg did as well yesterday, and we pulled out
Crazy.
4 75-inch TVs that were hung for a whopping 3 days.
Climbed up the
Wow.
stairs.
Yeah, there's one section of the building that was.
Are you insane?
quasi-safe.
Yes, he's insane.
That thing
Yes.
could have fell down while you were up there.
Well, it
Did
didn't.
you find the $48 spoon?
No, we did not. But Reese is
No.
here.
Is he
Do you-
here?
Where
do you
the
want me
hell
to
is
get
Reese?
Reese?
Yes, we want to
Yes.
say hello to him. I'm
Reese.
so
Yes.
excited.
Yeah, Reese is over there.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
we getting feedback on this thing
No,
now?
when we were down there,
No feedback?
cleaning up and helping people like a day or two after the storm, and there was legit full bottles of alcohol that were unscathed.
Yes.
Which is crazy, which had to come from your place. And it's like,
It's a good chance.
how does this survive that sort of devastation?
Yeah, what's interesting is the day after the storm, I was over there, and Greg and I were over there. And what was interesting is we were walking by, and here's 2 bottles of Jameson unopened,
Yeah.
and the labels are like shredded. And so I picked them up, I took them back to my house, and what they're going to do is we're going to do a memorabilia wall of the
Cool,
whale.
very cool.
And we even have the American, the people today, when they're digging up the rubble, found our American flag that was on the 2nd floor.
Wow.
My father actually folded it up, and he said, "You need to keep this for your memorabilia wall." So what I'm going to do is I'm going to encase it, and we'll leave the dirt and everything on it, and we're going to put it right on the wall.
Listen,
Nice.
let Reese. I got a question for you, so don't go wandering around. I got to ask
All
you a
right.
question, but I want to ask Reese to sit down and,
Well,
and
Here, hold
yeah,
on.
yeah, switch seats here. No, we got to switch seats for a second. Now, for everybody that's new to our show, Reese was just hired as the chef at the Whale, like weeks before the storm came through.
I made it like a month and a half.
All right.
Yeah.
And we had him on and there was a big pre-opening, grand opening, and we had him on the show, and we found out that
One of our crazier interviews.
Yeah.
You really rolled with it. We
Yeah.
we appreciate
appreciate
and
that.
then somehow we extracted out of him that he spent $48 on a spoon. A spoon.
But it was a plating spoon.
But
right?
it was one of those.
Smear.
It's one of those things like I would buy a microphone. It would be a special microphone. Reese is a chef. He bought a spoon for $48. And the first question I asked him after the storm was, did the spoon survive? And you lost the
I
spoon.
lost all my kitchen
Do you-
utensils.
How? Why
I
would
mean,
you?
I wonder if it's still there though. It's got to be
It might be
somewhere.
under the rubble. I lost.
There's no doubt somebody looted that spoon, bro.
No.
that ain't
I
sitting
really-
there.
I did.
We're
It
finding
was
that
looted
spoon,
for
damn
sure.
it.
all my knives, spoons, all
Oh,
my stuff,
dang.
all of it.
So
I
now,
re-
where are you? What are you doing now? In the meantime,
Recently, I just kind of took a job for the meantime as a purchasing manager
Yeah.
for Farmer Mike's. just kind of trying to stay in the industry and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, when we open back up, I
Yeah.
want to come back. So I can't really go take a cooking job
Right.
for a year,
Right.
you know?
That's really what sucks the most about everything that sucks about this sucky thing is that all these employees are out of work and then
Right.
we want to rebuild and we want these restaurants and bars to open. We
That's
want all
why
these
they need
people to
that
come back.
PPP. We need that. We
All
need
right.
that funding from
Don't
the federal
confuse-
government to
Well,
help
and we were
everybody
building
out.
a family too.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
were
It was,
building.
it
a
was starting to
family.
become really tight knit.
Yeah.
It definitely was.
You have that. You
Yeah.
have that. You can see everybody coming together like a family to get in there and rebuild and come out better than you went in.
Yeah. So I do have to add that we are looking into getting a food trailer.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. And we'll have our smoker out there for those amazing wings.
Smoker survived.
That
Dude,
great food. that
We're
Chef
gonna
Reese-
present you with a new spoon, and it's gonna be
Yeah, we got to get you a new
and none of
spoon.
that cheap $48 spoon shit. We're getting you a real friggin' spoon.
I'll show you the prices. They get a little better.
I'm gonna spend $51 on a spoon.
Hey, I'll take it.
Well, thank you so much for coming down,
Absolutely.
Reese, and
It's
we
great to see you
we'll hope
guys.
to see you at the food truck.
I'll be
Oh,
there.
I'll
All
be
right.
there. I
I will
hope.
be there.
I hope.
Chef Reese from the Whale, he'll be there
know.
when we open that sucker again. But one of the things, thank you. Thank you. One of the things that I want to tell everybody, when we were walking around the debris a couple days after,
Now he smells good.
Yeah, he did
I
smell.
don't know
He
how to take.
smell. Did he smell good?
I don't know how to take that. One of the things we were
Cancel
walking
Christmas.
He
around.
smells good.
We were walking around Primo a couple days after the storm, and we were seeing all the liquor bottles, and we saw your cooler like way down the street, and it was crazy how everything. And I saw one of the taps that I think was your tap. I'm saving it in my house, and now I'm
Perfect.
thinking I was looting your place or something. But when you guys open again, I'm bringing the tap in so that we can crack
We
a beer
won't have
there.
you charged.
Oh, thank you. So
You
one
know,
of-
wait, no, you know that's looting.
yes,
Yes.
I found out.
Oh, you did? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
One of the things I wanted to ask you guys was that, you had some concerns about the Whale as it was constructed originally. Like you wanted to do some stuff up top
Yeah.
to make it better. It wasn't perfect.
By no means.
With the weather and the angle and the whole thing. Now, I'm not saying this should have happened, but now you have a chance to build it the
Well,
way
now
you
it's a clean slate. I
Well,
mean,
yes and no. Things happen for a reason. But as we all know. But what we were looking at doing is actually taking the entire second level off because that building was built roughly in 1946. Okay, it's weathered its storm. It's been well over its time. Redoing the second floor would put more weight on the first floor, as well as trying to put a third floor on. So what we're actually going to do is take the entire second floor off, build a superstructure around the original Whale, and go up 2 more floors.
nice.
And we actually had an engineer starting that design. Within 2 weeks later, Ian hit and smoked the whole place.
I know a lot of people that are going to be disappointed, or at least they say they're disappointed now because you can't build at ground level.
I don't believe that's true.
nice save.
We got some wind here. That was
There's
nice.
a little bit of wind.
Perfect.
Sorry,
Wait,
folks.
Wait.
That's okay.
Perfect.
There you go.
There you go.
Perfect.
No,
So
But now, I don't believe that's true. And the reason I say that is because Wahoo Willie's was just built, 2 steps up from the ground in downtown area.
yeah.
We're considered the downtown district as well. And they have a hurricane-proof building. And it showed.
Yeah.
That Ian came through,
Yeah.
and that baby is still standing.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they're going to open. I don't know when, but they're going to open.
Yeah,
Right.
they did a soft opening right before Ian
I
hit.
know.
Right.
So, but
So we're gonna do the same thing.
my
Right.
point is like I like in the Times Square area, we're not really sure yet if you can build at ground level or if you have to go up. Most people are saying you have to go up, but even if you do go up, people love to be above and look down and
Well,
people
yeah.
watch. It's what makes Nashville's main drag
And they want to look
great.
out
Yes.
over the water
Yes.
too.
Well,
Yeah.
I agree 100%. But the problem, in my opinion, is that you don't want to go and let's say the downtown area. You don't want to go. Okay, let's go up the stairs here,
Right.
10
right.
feet or 12 feet up. Go have a couple drinks here. Go down 12 feet.
No.
Go to the next bar. Go up and down.
No,
You
like
wanna-
a walkway
wanna
between.
walk, go in and out,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
and
yeah.
out, in and out. And
So I
it's
love
not
that
going to
he
work.
says that, but in Nashville they do it, right?
Yeah,
Like,
they do.
Nashville's
do
also
that.
on the ground floor.
Yep.
True,
No, but they
true.
all go up. They all go up.
But you know, if you
They
think,
do all go up.
and
Multiple
I'm sure
floors.
there's going to be a whole planning idea. Hopefully, there'll be a whole
I
planning
hope
idea.
so.
But you know, if you build up, you create some new parking below that you never had before in a perfect spot.
Well, or seating. You can have seating, down
seating,
there.
because
Actually, we had great parking.
You did have
Yeah,
great
you
parking.
did.
Yeah. Especially for your hot rod. How's your hot rod? Did it survive the storm?
Yeah, I moved out of Fort Myers Beach and took it to a friend of ours, John and Beth Cahill's, and put it in their garage.
Okay.
Nice.
Now,
The day before.
where does Beth Cahill's? Where's that?
He's in
There's
Laguna.
John.
There's John right there, the
I
Ohio
see.
State Buckeye guy.
I see. What is Ohio State?
Thank you for saving their vehicle.
What's the record this year? What's your record this year? Just answer the question, sir. Just answer the question. Oh, you can't hear me.
Now we owe rent.
Oh.
Yeah. He wants some rent.
He's been drinking.
Yeah.
He's been drinking.
He wants 10% off the top.
I see. I see. Okay.
We want one straight.
Well,
Yes.
that'd be a good idea, though. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's like a city walk kind of idea,
I
like
agree.
they have in West Palm
I
Beach,
agree.
where you walk up in one spot, everything is right there, and then you walk down in another
West
spot.
Palm.
True.
Well,
Yeah,
that'd be
that's
pretty
good.
cool. Have a
Yeah.
walkway all the way across.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it's got to be different. You could still have Pete's Time Out. You can still have Margaritas. It's modernized a little bit, but it has the old motif. I mean, whatever's left from the old motif. But those
Yeah.
people will be into it. Those people that own businesses like Tom Alaola's and those other guys, they'll be into it, but won't they? Or am I just making shit up now? I have no idea. I don't know what's
I don't know who you're speaking
So,
for.
The food truck, your food truck. What is the possibility
Yeah.
that your food truck might be ready to rock?
We're right now. I'm negotiating 2 different food trucks right now, and more than likely we will probably have one secured in the next 2 weeks, and probably on site within 3 weeks.
And what are you going to be serving? Do you have an idea of what's going to be on there?
That's up to Reese.
All
For the
right.
main reason is, depending on what the food truck has as, what
Right.
we can make. If we want to keep some of the items, one of the things we're going to be doing is a smoked brisket and wings for sure.
I love
Those
Because we
briskets.
save the
wings.
smoker,
I love briskets.
and we're going to have the smoker reconditioned, and it's going to go in probably
I
next
was going
week.
to ask you if they were going to have shrimp, but you guys locally source the shrimp, and that
Yes.
industry has
Not gonna
been
happen.
decimated, which just breaks my heart for all of those shrimp boats and all that shrimping industry, because that pink gold shrimp was amazing. And I'm hopeful that they'll get up and get running and get going soon.
Yeah,
That
I
would
think
be
it's going to be
great.
longer.
It's going to be a while.
Yeah.
I do have to add that we live on the bay and we see dolphins still.
It is nice.
Swimming out
Yep.
there.
Is it
and,
safe for them to be out there with all the cars and boats and debris in the water?
we gave them a notice, but they
Yeah.
keep swimming.
Yeah.
So,
We
yeah.
said this is not safe.
You know,
Yeah.
the amazing thing is the sun still comes up and the beach still is the beach, and the buildings will come back.
Yeah.
Well, one of the
we
good
love
things
seeing
is
the dolphin.
Yeah.
one of the good things I like that the town is doing is they're taking all the sand, they're sifting it,
Yeah.
and putting it all right back on the beach.
You know, it's crazy. I never knew, because I'm dumb number one, but I never knew they had this
And
kind
two.
of machine where you put the sand in and it sucks everything out, and then it's good to go. I mean,
Yeah.
who knew that? I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm sure the rest of you guys knew that, but yeah, well, you see them on the beach. Even Margaritaville's got one that they're helping out with the sand. So
Yeah, they're like shooting off the big
Yeah.
debris and the little
Yeah.
debris, and then they're putting the sand back
crazy.
on there. Yeah.
Yeah. well,
They
thank
have
you
one
guys.
in Bonita too.
Do they?
Thank you guys for inviting
Yeah.
us, and it's an awesome turnout, and good luck with everything, and we'll be watching every step of the way. Let us know when the food truck is ready, and we can't wait for the big party. I mean, time goes fast.
Oh, it
There's
does.
no doubt about it. So-
We already made it through our first month.
I know.
I know, it's
Well,
crazy.
I want to thank you guys for coming out here. It means a
Thank
lot
you.
to us,
Yeah.
and we're big supporters of you
Yeah,
guys.
for
and
sure. Thank you
We'll,
all.
we'll keep it that way.
We'll
We
be
thank you
here for you.
guys
Thank you. How about a
coming
big
down.
hand for everybody from the Whale, the owners of the Whale, everybody. Wow. I'm surprised you haven't cried yet. What are you waiting for? Wait, I turned your mic off by accident. What's he saying now?
Ohio State,
Ohio
Penn
State's
State.
undefeated is what somebody told us. I had no idea. You know, the one thing that happened that when the storm hit, this is a minor dinky little thing, but when the storm hit, I totally stopped watching. I stopped reading books. I stopped watching all the games on TV. Of course, the Yankees and the Mets are completely out of the playoffs, but the Giants are 6-1. I mean, who knew that
Well,
would happen?
thank God for that.
Yeah. So
Then you don't have to jump off the roof.
it's just so disappointing to be a New York sports fan. But enough about me. So one of the things I wanted to also mention, being that Marie is standing here guarding whatever she's guarding.
Are you giving away something?
Marie, come sit down, Marie. Marie deserves a little FaceTime on this.
I know.
On this piddly little podcast.
And she drove me down here
Thank
tonight.
you, Heather. Thank you. So, what mic are you on? 2 or 4?
Number 2.
All right.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a problem with the shirt, this is the reason why.
Now,
No,
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding.
Now,
I'm
what is
kidding.
your maiden name?
Guido.
No,
you know,
it is not.
that's crazy.
It is. I am a Guido from Boston.
Wow. Is that really your last?
Yes, it is. Yeah. Guido's in the house. Yeah.
Okay.
That's fun.
Yeah, no, I love that.
True.
So Marie has been. She volunteered to take on the T-shirt thing.
Did she volunteer?
No, I did not volunteer. I did
You
not.
were asked.
You asked
Well,
me,
maybe I
and how do I
volunteered
say
you.
no to you?
Yeah. Maybe I volunteered you.
I say no all the time.
I know. I can't. Yeah.
Yes.
You have that luxury. I do
Yes,
not.
she says no to me all the time.
Yeah, probably a lot more than he will
Yeah.
admit to.
So we thought we'd sell a few shirts because what's happening is after we paid for the cost of these shirts, 100% of the money was going toward the employees on the beach. And that's a whole nother story. But so we sold out the first 120 and we ordered another 120. And I want to thank Angie from Turtle Shirts for hammering these shirts out.
Yes.
And then Daniel from Fort Myers Beach from the, why do I always forget the name of that bed and breakfast he has under the bridge? Why do I always do
Oh,
that?
the sun.
Sun Deck.
Yeah.
Oh.
Daniel Clarkson from the Sun Deck bought 500
Oh,
shirts, $8,000 worth of shirts. He bought them
500.
all.
Wow.
Yes.
So 100% of that money went to the folks on the beach, and we basically have sold every single one of them in 1 week.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
But the problem is we're like volunteers trying
Yes.
to
I
fulfill
know.
orders for 800
Yeah.
shirts in 1 week. So
We appreciate everybody's
Yeah.
patience because we
yeah.
actually do have full-time jobs
I know, we all
during
have
the day, so we
jobs,
appreciate
But I
that.
literally am up till midnight every night, pounding away on emails, trying to respond to everybody. So I promise you, if I did not get back to you, I will.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Yes, please continue to
Yes.
be patient. we
Keep
appreciate
ordering.
it.
Listen.
Everyone will get a shirt.
if you didn't get a response from her in 24 hours, send her another nasty email. I mean, that's what will get you moved to the
Hey,
top.
ask to speak to her manager.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, please.
May I have the manager, please? May you bump me up to the higher customer service
Yes.
representative? But so we ordered another 300 shirts today when I went to see Angie. So she's going to put that order in. So we're just going to, that's why we don't have the website open, because we don't want to take orders and make you wait like 2 weeks or something like that. We just want to kind of get caught up. If you ordered a shirt, we have your order. So don't worry about it. We have the
do.
order.
And their orders are all around the country. Colorado, Texas, Massachusetts, Canada, all around the world. And they come with stories. And I try to read every email. And it is very inspiring and beautiful.
Yeah. And some of you have been saying, okay, the shirt's $30. Here's $100. Here's $600. Here, it's just been great.
Oh,
All
yeah.
that money is going into the fund. Now, are we keeping you from something more
No,
important
my
on
mom
your
keeps
phone?
calling. I told her we're on
she's
the
looking
show.
for a shirt.
You want her
She's
shirt.
like, where's my
Right,
shirt?
If your mom can't get to the
I
top of the
emailed
list,
her 2
everybody has
weeks
to
ago.
stay in the proper order.
She said sorry.
So we're waiting for Councilman
Mom.
Dan Allers to come
Who are we
and,
looking for?
and end the show
Megan
tonight.
was here.
I know, I saw Megan,
Yeah.
and Dan was going to give us any kind of update we might have on the beach, because there is still news on the beach. Tomorrow, we're going to be live from Nervous Nelly's in the muck of it all down at Nervous Nelly's. And Karen Woodson is going to be joining us, Scott Allen, to talk about the big concert that's coming up to benefit the fund. And we have a family that went through the storm that's going to tell us how they made it through the storm. So that's all tomorrow. Now,
What?
one of the things I wanted to explain about the gift cards for the employees, I have tried every single way to spend money. There is $60,000 in the Venmo account. There is $50,000 in the bank account. Well, minus the 30 that we just gave to the community foundation. And I go to Target every day and I try and buy gift cards, and I get blocked for fraud after $500 every time. Then I call the bank and I say, you guys have to allow me to spend the money. The people on the beach need the money. There's no fraud involved. I need to get the money out of this account. This money needs to be on the beach. And so they say, okay, we've raised your limit to $5,000. So I go to Publix to try and buy $500 worth of Publix cards, and it gets declined at Publix. And I just want to kill somebody because I've never had so much trouble trying to spend money. I call the bank. You're the bank. Fix the problem. I need to spend the money. Then I said, okay, let me just think. Maybe I should take the money out of the bank and just give them cash. Okay, so go to the drive-thru at the bank, to the ATM, and I try and take the money out. $400 is the limit.
No, they said $800.
So I don't know how we're going to do this, but we're going to figure it out as quickly as we can because you all need the money. You all deserve the money, and these freaking banks won't allow us to take the money out. So, all right.
There's definitely a limit to how much you can use on the card because there's so much gift card fraud that everybody, once you start buying gift cards, it sets off all sorts of alarms.
Well, my point is,
it's been a whole education for us.
Ladies and gentlemen, there he is. Town councilman, soon to be the mayor of Fort Myers Beach, Dan Allers. We get a big hand for the next mayor of Fort Myers Beach. There he is. Welcome to the #1 radio station on all of Fort Myers Beach. In fact, the only radio station. Dan?
You know, I can't follow you, Ed, just because you have 62,000 or 63,000 reasons that your head is too big already.
How dare you undercut me? It's 63,200. But who's counting? Who's counting?
That's 63,000 inches too big to fit through the front
door. I need
door.
to check my phone to make sure I'm accurate. So
I'm not sure I'm going to fit in the car on the way home.
I know. You're going to need a bigger vehicle. The Hummer's not going to fit you.
Yeah, right.
So how was
I'm gonna have to get a semi.
Yeah, right.
So how was your day today, Dan? You're doing a lot of time down in Buttonwood and giving out donations and talking to people. And so what's the interaction like with people that come down to Buttonwood?
Well, it's a lot of people that you never would have seen or thought you would have seen come in to seen. I don't know. I'm from Minnesota. We always get seen and saw mixed up, but it's a lot of people that you never would have expected to come in.
Yeah.
Everybody needs help, and it's just a good reminder that everyone needs help. But the storm was not.
It did not discriminate.
It didn't matter how big your checkbook was. This hurt everybody, and it's for me. It's heartwarming to see people that have helped the community so much come in, and you can see it pains them in their face that they don't have to, but they're coming in for simple things like a hammer, laundry detergent that you can't find anywhere, things like that. So, I'm there every morning early just because it's now my workout.
Right.
If you will.
I mean, when I've been down there, most people have been like, I'm only going to take one or two of everything. And I'm like, take what you need. And they're like, no, I want to leave it for other people. And I'm like, please take what you need.
We'll get more. We seem to always get more. So that's not a problem.
For the most part, people are very judicious about what they take and they have care and concern. And honestly,
been really good.
The response from people around the country has been incredibly overwhelming. Just shocking to me. I mean, just coming to our house, the UPS guy, the FedEx guy, the Postal Service, all of them were like, hey, how they know the code to the garage. Just go put the stuff in there. I mean, it has been amazing.
Yeah, well, it has been. And the people that show up, the volunteers, the same volunteers day in, day out, come in and just help. And you don't have to ask them to do anything. They just know where things are.
Yep.
They go put things away. People that need help unloading or loading. You see some of the same people coming in every day, just grabbing their meal for the night.
Yep.
It's for just a quick-witted, that's make this space work, it seems to be working out.
Now, you're talking about volunteers, and I know you need volunteers at Buttonwood. You're always willing to take volunteers there. I've been getting a lot of calls and text messages in the last couple of days. Where can I help? Where can I help? Besides Buttonwood, are there groups on the beach, or is it too soon yet for volunteers to go down there and help folks? Because really the response is overwhelming.
Well, I was thinking about that today, actually, because, as many donations as we received, it has tapered off a little bit. So the demand to be moving nonstop, as you guys saw the first couple of weeks, is not there. So you find yourself in a lull where there's 10 people standing around. You can only organize so much, right? So you can get onto the island, bring a shovel. I mean, if you live on the island or you're on San Carlos Island, by any means, don't bring your cameras. Don't take pictures. Don't shoot TikTok videos.
Right.
Bring a shovel, bring a rake, bring some garbage bags, bring a garbage can, bring a truck, and stop and just ask someone if they need help.
You know, it would be cool if we could figure out, like every once in a while, I'll get an email from somebody that says, I need help. How do I get all this stuff out to the sidewalk? Or how do I, what do I do in my house? It'd be nice to be able to just like have a crew of people saying, okay, on Monday, we're going to this house, and on Tuesday, we're going to this house. And we're just going to help people get their shit
I
onto
seem
the
to
sidewalk.
know a guy that has a yellow army.
Yeah.
Maybe that's an
I
idea.
know there are a lot of people that if we could find a way to organize a list of folks that need help and a list of folks that are ready to help.
Yeah, that's the next
that are
step.
ready to go down
That's the next
there,
step.
get some exercise and help some people out. That's something you can work on, dear.
Yeah.
I think that, that'd be a perfect mission for the Yellow Army.
Yeah, that's a great idea. So, Dan, what the Monday, Tuesday?
He loses his train of thought every once in a
I know
while.
you can see the wheel spinning.
The Monday,
slowly.
Yeah. Well, he's doing the math.
The Monday, the Monday, Tuesday thing changed quickly.
It did.
What are your thoughts on that? And give us your feedback on how that whole thing came down.
Well, quite honestly, I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy with the way it went down. It was not a council decision. I had my conversations today and let people know that I wasn't happy about it. It was put in place for a reason. It was there to speed up getting that debris removed. I'm all for people being back on the island. I'm all for homeowners getting to their homes. We have a process in place with these passes, but we're choosing not to use them. And if this makes people mad, I really, at this point, don't care, because we have a process. We had a way to do it to allow residents back to their homes, but we're at a place now where anybody can come. You can see the guys on their motorcycles with their TikTok videos or whatever they're doing. Put the dang phone down and grab a shovel. Let's get to work, right?
Right.
But now it's kind of, and it put people in a hard position that are trying to rebuild their homes. So, I'm upset about it. I'm not happy with it. I would not have done that personally, but the decision was made, and everybody that knows me knows I'm moving forward. That's the decision. Let's move forward. Let's figure out how we make it work.
How are things with Lee County? Because Lee County was thrown under the bus last night, caught off guard about what was taking place, and seemed like we were getting on a path with you and with Jim to rebuild a relationship with Lee County. How is it now?
Well, as everybody knows, the decision to close it down, they were one of the participants of the four that were involved in making that decision. And when at the BOCC meeting, evidently there was something that was said that made it sound or triggered that it was a town's decision. Again, how we got here at this point, I think Lee County's fine. I spoke to a lot of the officials in Lee County today. I'm sure they're not happy about it. I don't want to speak for them, but
right.
If I were in their seat, I wouldn't be happy about it either, because we're all working together here. We're all trying to get to the common good. We're all trying to really, get this debris removed in a timely fashion. We're all trying to get people back in their homes. This is what home rule is all about, right? It's about managing your home. But I think in a time like this, you have to work together. If you try to do something out of the norm, if you just make decisions without consulting, it's
willy-nilly.
That's not what I would do.
Yeah.
So what is the situation now? What is the rule now? Because there's, confusion. There's always
there's
confusion.
no more Monday or Tuesday closure.
Okay.
The curfew is still from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Unfortunately, there are people out there that are, picking through the garbage, There's people that, despite what the rule is, whether you can be allowed on the island or not on the island, bad people are going to do bad things, right?
Mhm.
But the Lee County Sheriff's Office are going to catch you, and they're going to get you. So bad people are going to do bad things despite what the rules are, because rule breakers are rule breakers.
Right.
So
And they're going to get a room at the Marcino Motel
Hey, some
because
of them might be
that
around-
guy is going to put them away. He's
So-
going to
I'll tell you what,
scoop them up.
Everybody
and
knows I'm
take
a
them
huge
to-
proponent of
yeah.
the Lee County Sheriff's
Yep,
Office.
yep.
We all
That
are.
guy,
yeah.
that
How
guy
about
is
the guy-
no nonsense.
Yeah.
He is no nonsense. How about the guy? I'm digressing here, but how about the guy that dances at the Pine Ridge? That guy, I remember him from way back. I was like, this guy's going to catch fire,
Well,
and he sure did.
The only thing that I'm upset about that is that I did not get to see it in person.
I have no idea
You've
what you're
never
talking
seen
about.
it? Oh my
No,
goodness!
I'm down,
Yes.
there, I'm down there early
Oh,
in the
that's
morning.
true,
So
that's
I
true,
never
that's
got
true.
to see it, but
I've
I
seen
can tell you, I
him.
would have pulled over on the side of the road and
Absolutely.
danced right alongside
I was
him.
like, yeah.
That would've
He
been- I
has
would've
got
done
some moves.
I
He
love
has
it.
got
I
some
love-
moves.
Anytime you can bring us in these times, anytime you can bring a smile to someone,
Yeah.
No
Oh, yeah.
kidding.
it just brings that hope. It just brings that,
That-
things are going to be okay.
that-
It
That
stinks.
is my goal in life, Dan. And whenever I talk to people and touch people, I bring a smile to their face. I don't know if you knew that, but there's been a lot of hugging and
Well,
loving today.
I was just telling somebody over there. They were talking about it, and the only analogy I can come up with is all of Southwest Florida right now. Anybody that's ever been in a fight in their life, and I don't know if you've ever been in a fight. I know I can tell you've probably been in a fight or two, but if you've ever been in a fight, that first time you get punched in the jaw, you're like, "Whoa,
That hurt.
That hurt. I don't like it. How are we going to fix it?"
Yeah.
And I think that's what Southwest Florida just took. They took that punch in the jaw, realized this is really, really bad.
They're coming
But-
back with a baseball bat.
Oh yeah.
Well, I
Yeah.
didn't go that far, but we're coming back with a
The
vengeance.
tenacity of the people down there has been
Yeah,
just awe-inspiring. It really, it's really been
Oh.
awe-inspiring
Now,
to see everybody
hell
just come back and say, "We're not giving up. We're moving forward, and we're gonna come back stronger.
Sure,
We're gonna
well,
come back stronger."
Yeah, it took a process. It took, everybody has to go through their own
Yeah.
grieving process, and
yeah. Darla, send us a
everybody gets there
picture.
faster, or some are faster, some are slower, but we all get to the same point eventually.
I know she likes to try and drive me off the political questions, and I always try to bring it back for a couple at least before we end it. Now, you brought up the Lee County Sheriff's Department. There was kind of like a demand last night by the mayor that he wants them to pick up the enforcement. Is that what can residents expect, in your opinion, from LCSO?
Well, I think they're going to continue to do what they do every day, protect the people. So,
In terms of San Carlos and the bridge.
as far as like traffic control,
Yeah, traffic and allowing people over. I mean, we've seen massive numbers of deputies from LCSO, Davie, Florida, the state troopers. What are we going to see now?
Well, I mean, I don't want to speak for the Lee County Sheriff's Office, but it's, to me, once a decision is made that traffic control is no longer needed,
They won't
you
be
take
there.
those assets and you move them somewhere else.
Got it.
And I have no doubt that they're going to do everything in their power to make sure the people of Fort Myers Beach and all of Southwest Florida are protected
Sure.
to the fullest extent. And if the curfew's a curfew, they'll be there. I saw several of them on the beach today, up and down every street, driving very slow. I had one gentleman stop and say, "What are you doing here?" I got a beat up truck now. So
Right.
I'm just kidding. No, but they stopped at. Actually, he asked me if everything's okay. Is there anything I need?
Right.
Didn't know who I was,
Right.
which is
Right.
great. I love it. So that's who they are. You make a decision, they adapt to it, and they move on.
And the last question on the politics is apparently tomorrow from 2 to 4, there's going to be like a whistle stop tour of Fort Myers Beach that the mayor is on. Were you invited to be on that? Were you asked to be something similar? It's going to be all town resources. What's this about?
What is that?
I have no idea. What
All right.
you're even talking about.
All right. Never mind then.
Whistle stop.
That's always my dilemma is that you're not told what's going
A
on.
whistle
but
stop. What is it?
It's going to be a tour from 2 to 4 that the mayor is taking people on to show what the rebuilding is going on, what's going on. So I haven't
Well,
seen any rebuilding yet.
Well,
but,
that's positive.
Hey.
I mean, if there's
but my
something that's going on the island, that's great.
but my point,
To me, it doesn't matter who's leading as long as people are seeing that it's going on.
That's right.
my point is the mayor is not an elected mayor. It's the town council. Everybody's an equal person. Everybody should be doing that. How come the bus hasn't come to Buttonwood? and shown what the hell you've been doing at Buttonwood for all these many weeks. There should be some coverage of that using the town's PIO resources, that it's available there. Has it been?
You know, dear, you always get criticized about being negative, though.
If you're doing anything for
If
the
you're
good,
doing- yes.
and you expect a pat on the back,
Right.
then you're not doing it for the
Right.
right
You're
reasons.
not expecting
If
a
you're
pat on the
doing
back.
anything to advance the recovery, then that's good.
Yeah.
And you should just leave it at that.
All right, Dan, anything else?
This is pretty. I thought you were really gonna. I mean, that's
What?
it. I mean,
No.
this is an easy night.
No.
Oh, I was afraid you were going to say this is too much.
I'm waiting until you're going to become the mayor. Then I think it should be Monday mornings with the mayor. Not every week, but
Oh, that's
communication will be one of your strengths when you're if you're the mayor.
Well, I
if
think,
elected.
He's not
If-
elected.
Not if appointed.
You know, I go
Appointed,
back to
elected.
again. This was, Southwest Florida, Fort Myers Beach. We took a very, very strong punch to the chin. right?
Yeah.
And it's how you recover from that. We can't go backwards. We can't fix last week. We can't fix the week before that. But what we can do is plan, and we can move forward. We can think about the future. We can think about what's going to be next. I mean, there's a lot of questions that are out there that aren't answered yet.
Yeah.
That it's going to take time. It's going to take community input. It's going to take the people coming together saying, hey,
Yeah.
I think this is a good idea. That's a bad idea. Good. It's a lot
Yeah.
of that coming.
This is going to be a renaissance.
Yeah,
for sure.
And it's going to be great
No, it's-
that you're
it's
going to
gonna
be the mayor while it happens, and Jim's going to be right there with you. And I know.
And I do want to say one thing though, because Megan and I have
Just
been
one?
talking about. So maybe I have some breaking news for you.
Oh,
It's not official yet because we're still having our small quarters conundrum between my wife and I. And she's probably going to kill me for saying this, but
Nobody listens to us. Don't worry.
she was obviously Beach and Brews is like her favorite thing to do, and they had to cancel that obviously. And so we're kind of going through the things that we've been involved in, and we have to cancel this, we have to cancel that. So she's like, our Christmas bike parade, she's like, we
Oh
have
my
to cancel
gosh!
that.
I was just talking about
And
that.
I said, absolutely not. I said,
awesome.
absolutely not. If I have anything to say about it, that's going to happen because
Nice.
that is
Dude.
so much fun.
Yep.
I
We
got
don't
a
have to worry about a
GoPro.
lot of traffic. We can get on your bike.
Right.
It's
people-
got to be
you
helmet
need it.
required, though. It's got to be
No.
helmet required this year.
So,
Well, can you find a
that's
helmet
going
that
to be
fit that
going
head
on.
of yours right now? I don't know.
Oh.
Our listeners
Boom.
sent me a new one that has a GoPro on the
Well,
top.
yeah, you're
so-
gonna have to call NASA to get something to fit on that dome. I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, we're still going to try to do it the Saturday before
That's
Christmas.
awesome.
I don't know what the date is up top of my head, but in my head, it's going forward. My wife's going to kill me when she hears this, but it's, she's like, don't you have enough? No, that's a day where
Yeah.
Yeah.
people really need a day to
Of
stop like this,
normalcy.
like this.
Yeah.
You know, we're all so inundated with all the overwhelming things that we're
Yeah.
dealing with. It. You need to take a day. You need a mental health day. You need a day.
So
to
when
just
do you
relax.
think that'll be? What do you have a date in mind?
It'll be the first Saturday before Christmas.
Nice.
I'm still trying to find a Santa Claus suit that'll fit my body, but
Yeah. I have a feeling that'll be the biggest bike parade ever. And that'll be pretty cool because it'll be cool to watch how every year it evolves with what's going on. Because this would clearly be the worst view of the beach when it comes to that bike parade. But every year, if you keep doing that, I think it's a great idea. I think you have to do it. You just have to do it.
I don't know.
It's what Saturday before Christmas?
It's usually the first Saturday before Christmas. So whatever.
So
that date
Christmas is on the 25th. That's on a Sunday.
Oh, that's when Christmas is?
Whoa, yeah.
Isn't it on the same day of the year?
Yeah, but it's on a Sunday. So the 24th would
So it'd
be
be the-
Saturday.
Lori,
or the
you better,
17th.
Lori,
It
you
would be
better
the
get your bike
17th.
ready.
So December 17th. We're going to go with December 17th
How cool would
for
that
the
be?
bike parade.
Sounds official.
All right, Dan. So thank you. Before you go, I want to let everybody know what the total amount that we've raised so far. This does not include the Amazon packages. This is the dollar amount that you've sent in so far. The last time that we gave you the dollar
Love the
amount,
notes.
He still has to,
it was the last time we did an update. It was $260,215. Today's total is $277,000.
Wow.
$854, and that's all from you guys just sending money in from all across the world. the country. It doesn't include
I think it's the world too.
the gift cards that you send in. It doesn't include the Amazon packages. And by the way, if you're doing the Amazon list, no-see-um spray and bug spray.
Oh yeah,
Move
that's a big,
to the top
that's a
of the
big
list.
thing now.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
And if you need a mop, come see us. We got
Lots of
pallets and
mops.
pallets of mops.
thanks so much for coming on,
All right,
Dan.
Thank
thanks,
you
guys.
so much.
The next mayor of Fort Myers Beach, everybody.
Woo!
Dan the Man Allers. This is such a great night here. Big crowd.
No kidding.
How about 277? That's
That's
a nice
crazy.
number. We're going to hit 300,000.
You got to do something.
I know. You know what happened, though? Money has kind of tapered off. I don't think we've been – I was thinking the reason that we've tapered off is because we're spending so much time with the Amazon packages now. There's so many packages coming to our house, like
Yep.
4 or 5 unloading trucks of Amazon packages, and we're trying to go through them so it's easier to sort when they get to Buttonwood. So we're putting things in a pile and trying to get rid of the boxes so that when the folks come up with their vehicles, they can they don't need all these boxes also. So it's easier to unload when they get down there. Plus they're coming up in SUVs. It's not like we have an 18-wheeler or something that's coming up to get all of the packages. So it's taking up so much time. I haven't been able to push people to donate. But the Venmo is Edward-Ryan-14, and the PayPal is at Beach Talk Radio, and we appreciate all those donations. There's also you can also Zelle to 239-247-3833, and we have been getting a lot more money from the shirts because people are buying shirts for that are $30. They're sending in $100. So apparently I'm doing the rest of the show by myself, but there has been a lot of people coming up to us and thanking us, and we appreciate that. The first thing that happened when we got here was somebody gave us a nice gift, and everybody's saying how they appreciate the job that we're doing. So we are going to let you guys go about your Friday night. We'll be back tomorrow from Nervous Nellies with a bevy of guests right there on the beach. I am going to do my beach walk around tomorrow that I usually do before the show when we were doing it from Peach Time Out. And that's when I start at down Old San Carlos and walk around toward where the park was, the new park, and then back up by Margaritaville and then on the beach. So I'm going to do the walk around tomorrow, and then we're going to do the show live at 9 o'clock from Nervous Nellies right down there underneath the bridge on the water. So thank you guys for everything. I wish we could spend more time seeing what you were drinking, but we're going to spend some time with these folks here on here at where are we? We're at Buckett. So I'll play a little music for you, and you know how to say it with me. We'll see you maybe tomorrow, but probably Monday night. Bye bye.